Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pearl Atelier. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few of the mid-century modern brooches that I got recently. So in my part of the world it's quite unique. We cannot find them. I have found a few in the past in the vintage shop, but they are very small and the quality is not so good. So I've had to order them from Etsy. I was very excited to get them because I can get to see them in person, and I really find that they are really beautiful. So the first one I'm featuring is this orchid brooch, and it is actually orange with some gold tones on it. And I got this because it reminds me so much of the time when I was studying in Singapore and my mom would come over for shopping, and there was this very famous brand then called Reese's, and they feature some orchid brooches and some gold plated, sort of like a golden egg, and they had some enamel brooch and the orchid brooches, because Singapore's national flower is an orchid and it's called Vanda Miss Joachim. It's purplish in color. So they had this displayed in a glass case, and I remember my mom had one of them, which is the gold plated one. So this one brings back memories. So even though this is a mid-century modern which is like from the 1950s, I still remember that the brooches are also very popular in the 1980s. This one, as I mentioned, is orange in color. I chose it because I've never seen one which is in orange color, and then it has got some gold tones on it. It's quite three-dimensional. You can see that it is very well made, and because of the age of it, you can see that the patina, the coloring of it is slightly sort of not as bright as I would like it to be, but it's got the patina, and I know that it is from that time period, so I'm very happy with it. And for this particular brooch, I'm featuring this dress. This is a vintage, and it has that silhouette kind of a look to it, which I always like because it makes you look slimmer than what you are. And this is very easy to wear. It is a one piece, and I would wear this. In fact, I've worn this to the office, so this is something that I would wear. You don't have to wear in boring black and white and dull colors. You can also wear something like beige, which is a corporate color with just a pop of color like the orange to bring it out. And I'm wearing just like a rustic colored orange headband to put my hair neatly in place, because I don't like my hair getting all over the place, especially when I'm going to work. So this is a very lovely dress. It has sort of like a tulip shaped skirt as well, so I thought that it would complement the brooch perfectly. In fact, I got this dress first, and then I got the brooch later, and I had to wait patiently for it to come through the mail. So I'm very lucky in this part of the world that we can still get vintage clothing, but as in vintage accessories is almost next to impossible. So I hope that you will stay with me till the end of the video, because I've got a few more fabulous looking mid-century modern brooches to showcase. For this particular brooch, I have been wanting to get something like this for quite some time, because I am a fan of 1960s, 1950s fashion. So this outfit is the closest I can get to a 1960s silhouette. It always reminds me of Jacqueline Kennedy's wardrobe. She has that lovely hot pink color. So I'm wearing it together with my embellished hot pink hairband, and together with this fabulous MCM brooch. So this is made up of bakelite, and what's so special about this is that it has some clusters of leaves around it in the gold tones. So the contrast between the pink and the gold it really makes the pink stand out even more. And because it has all that gold leaf, I selected this hairband. So for the next one, I am featuring this cluster design flower. This brooch really surpassed my expectations. It's even more gorgeous in person, and this is, I think, really a quintessential 1950s mid-century brooch. I've seen it so many times in the movies or in magazines, and I would really like to have this, and I finally found this. So this is in a milk glass. They call it milk glass because it literally looks like milk, and it has gold accents on it. I also love the fact that it is extremely three-dimensional. If you look at it from the side, all the petals are very three-dimensional, and especially the middle part where the filaments are, that is also on a raised sort of dome shape. So when you wear it, it's very outstanding and really unique, because you cannot find this sort of an aesthetics in a modern brooch. Modern brooches tend to be sort of like flattish unless you are really going for one-of-a-kind piece. So I'm really glad that I got this, and I'm wearing it with this dress, which is sort of looking like more 1960s than 1950s, but I don't really have any 1950s vintage dress. It has a lime green with some sakura flowers on it. I think I featured this dress in one of my videos before. I can't really remember, and I'm wearing it together with a matching lime green color to match with the block color of the dress. So this is a really fun dress to wear. And then if you just feel that you don't want to wear any necklace, brooches are such an extreme and fun way of dressing up and putting fun into your outfit. So for this particular one, I really love this dress, first of all, because it has got the gathering on it, and this is actually it's also a vintage dress, and I chose this to match and complement this brooch. So I got this brooch because I remember that my mom had something like this, and it's also white in color. White is actually my favorite color, and this is also very three-dimensional. It's also got the gold tone enveloping each of the petal, and the stalk itself, as well as the swirly design, makes it really very delicate and feminine. So this is a really well-made brooch. You can't find this sort of a design in modern brooches, so that's why I had to have it. And I'm just wearing it together with this hairband, which is also like turban-like. And as I mentioned, I really love the simplicity of this dress. It's just got that little bit of gather and a little bit of rhinestone details on the neck. I wouldn't usually match another necklace together with this sort of an embellished neckline, so I think a brooch is just appropriate. So this is a very lovely lightweight material as well, just perfect for our summery weather because we are living in the tropics. For this last look, I've actually featured this dress in my previous video, in which I showcased my dove gray South Sea pearls. If you have missed that video, I'll be linking it towards the end. Do check that out, because that strand of pearl necklace and matching bracelet is really outstanding. It has almost mirror-like luster to it. It's really fabulous, so do check that out as well. So I've chosen to wear this dress again. So this is a 1970s vintage with some hand-painted flowers on it in a dusky pink color, and with that powder design and the fluted sleeves. And I feel that this brooch matches together with this dress perfectly. And the reason why I chose this brooch is because it is quite large. I usually go for smaller pieces, but because I'm always inspired whenever I look at how other people wear brooches, so I noticed that Dita Bonte's always wears quite large statement brooches, so that really changed my mind, and I decided to be a little bit more daring. But most of the modern brooches are small in design. The larger ones tend to be vintage pieces, so it's sort of in between purple and magenta color. It's a very unusual color, and I chose it because it's quite large. It is enamel and with some silver accents to it, plus the filament of the flower is made up of diamante, so it is a very outstanding piece of brooch. I feel that this brooch is very well made because it has that ombre effect, as in gradation of color going from the lighter color to the darker color. So that's exactly why I chose this dress to complement it, because this dress also has got that ombre effect of from the light going to the darker colors. I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video on my collection of the mid-century modern brooches. Perhaps for some of you in the Western world it's not really special, but for us in Asia it is, because we don't come across it at all. We don't have sort of like a thrift store that we can go to and get them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye.